all alone, confessing while alone and on, without a clue, without a sign, without grasping it. The real question to be asked: where have I been? I'm a sharpshooter, I post masquerade, hiding both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a sharpshooter, what else should I be? Please don't take off my mask, revealing dark.
Okay. Now we can continue with everything, basically. Wait, isn't it the next day? Can you do this again now?
It's a bunch of nonsense.
I know you can continue this somehow. Okay, great. Mm-hmm. Yep. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm. Hmm? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Looking to buy some
Wait, oh, I can do it now.
handmade
Okay. The big play for Paimon. Sorry about her outbursts. She always speaks out of line. God, why do I feel sick in the evening now? It's not good. Yep.
Trade anything you own.
Look. Come on, do it. There we go. Oh. Don't sweat it. Just forget it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll be back, I guess. Apparently a few more times. Perfect. 3 Primogems, my favorite kind of gems. Let's put that. So let's see if we can... I don't even know if there's a new world boss at the end of this. I mean, I think because of the spoilers that Hoyo themselves did, that one dude might be one, but we'll see. Okay, I don't already like what I'm seeing now.
Oh, Candace, you're still fighting? You've been out here dealing with these creatures the entire time?
Yes. They just keep coming in waves. I've lost count of how many I've defeated. Before I realized it, even the sandstorm had stopped.
Only she really strong stamina is also something else. Is it? Okay.
Here comes another wave!
Leave this round to us. I got interrupted earlier, but now I have something to take my anger out on. It's been quite a while since I've seen the Flame Main in action. I'll leave these to you then.
Do we actually get to see some of her kit now? That would be nice.
I'll be sure to put on a good show. Let's go!
Okay, we will not see anything of her since I will do all the work. That's great to know.
Gather.
Okay, come over here. Up.
Order guide you.
Oh, whoops, I screwed up.
Here comes another wave!
Okay.
As one with wind and cloud.
The creatures stopped appearing. Was that the last of them?
What we fought just now was probably the aftermath of the sandstorm. So we should be safe for the time being.
Well fought, everyone. No injuries, I hope.
Oh, old man NPC.
Huh? Who are you?
Ah, my apologies. I haven't had a chance to greet you yet. I had my hands full taking care of the village's elderly and children. I am the chief of Aru village. Everyone usually calls me Uncle Anpu.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Sir, I am also originally from the desert, but I have not been back for some time now. May I ask if such sandstorms are common?
I can't say they've always been common, but recently the storms have become increasingly severe and frequent. Besides sandstorms, we also occasionally get earthquakes. According to an investigator who stayed in the village a while ago, these unusual natural phenomena are related to the withering of Irminsul.
Another effect of Irminsul's withering. So, Irminsul's withering causes withering zones in the forest, and sandstorms and earthquakes here in the desert?
Everything in the natural world is inextricably connected to Irminsul. These regional symptoms can indeed be a reflection of Irminsul's present state.
Wait, everywhere in the world, why doesn't it affect Inazuma and Liyue and Mondstadt?
Everyone in Aru village needs to take good care of themselves. Speaking of which, why haven't I seen a single village keeper since I got here?
Village keeper? Who are they? Village guards like Candace?
Does your curiosity know no bounds? Village Keeper is how Aru village refers to mad scholars exiled here by the academia. Most of them are scholars who lost their sanity after a period of training in the EVGA forest.
Oh.
The academia believes that their crazed mutterings may have a negative effect on the psyches of other scholars. So, they're forcibly exiled to the desert. Though if you ask me, it's all a boatload of nonsense.
Hypatia was also, yeah, I guess she got exiled too almost. But she was thinking she was talking to a divine being, but it was just a puppet. An android become conscience.
Alas, that's exactly what we've been trying to investigate. One by one, the village keepers have been mysteriously disappearing without a trace. But no one in the village has ever seen them leave. If you're planning to stay around the village for the next few days, I'd appreciate it if you could keep an eye out for them.
I've had encounters with those people in the past. I'll see what I can do to help.
Wait, that flew over me, what?
The Matra are the ones responsible for their exile. Now that you're no longer with them, are you trying to alleviate your guilt and atone for your past sins? I'm fascinated by how you think.
Mock me if you will, but if you are guilty, I will eliminate you, regardless of my position or identity.
But he's guilty of what? He's not... Well, we don't know that yet, but probably not.
Oh, you're the former General Mahamatra. You must be an expert in these kinds of investigations. Thank you for your help.
Yes, I help too, even though I'm not native to this and I have no stakes in it. Well, kinda do, because, you know, the Archon we were conversing with is kinda trapped now.
Is it because you're reminded of Hypatia? Oh, these poor scholars. First they lose their sanity, now this! We need to help get them back home, safe and sound.
No, it's not because of Hypatia, it's because of Nahida. I wanna help her. Who gives a damn about NPC number 246?
But, is it really a good idea to tag along with Sino? You seem like you really don't trust him.
I'll be fine.
I'll be grateful for the assistance. No doubt you will do a better job than some of my former subordinates. Let's start by finding a spot to share what we know so far.
Oh. Wait, didn't we just come from there? Oh god, when you always change your name, I don't know how to greet you. I mean, I guess Cactua? Good morning. Is it just morning in
Everybody,
America
healthy
right now?
mind.
Jeez, for me it's evening again. Well, kind of. Like, almost 18.
What's the big deal?
Or 6 p.m? Yeah, that's also something, I suppose. Oh my god, I got... Huh?
Grandma, is the Scarlet King really gonna come back from the dead? Of course not.
Yes, he's coming back and he will haunt you forever! Ooh. Oh.
Although I've sent myself into exile, I'm still doing essentially the same things as before. Do you still have any questions for me before we start our investigation?
Why do they refer to the mad scholars as village keepers? Yeah?
One of my former subordinates told me that this title has its origins in a strange incident. The Academia has long exiled mad scholars to Aru Village. A mysterious phenomenon exists here. When mad scholars first arrive, they are as incoherent and deranged as before. But after spending some time here, they invariably begin to calm down. Initially, the people of Aru Village greatly resented having to take in the mad scholars. But a strange incident one night changed that. Aru Village was struck by the strongest earthquake in living memory. Seeing buildings on the verge of collapse all around him, the then chief of the village was preparing to take everyone to safety. Suddenly, he noticed a mad scholar crouching in a corner, caressing the ground with his hands. A soft, green light radiated from him, like a divine glow against the backdrop of night. despite the powerful tremors that ripped through the ground that night. All the houses remained upright, almost as if they had grown roots reaching deep into the ground. In the end, not a single building collapsed, and no one was hurt. After that, the people of Aru village treated the mad scholars with greater kindness, and began to refer to them as the village keepers.
So they basically used the power of Dendro to stabilize the village foundation?
A soft green light? A mad scholar protecting Aru village? What do you make of it, Traveler?
Oh yeah, Nahida's power, of course.
Paimon thinks so too. Actually, Sino, do you know if any of the mad scholars continued to wear their Akasha terminals at Aru village?
In theory, they would continue wearing them so the academia could still monitor their activities. With that said, the main Akasha system would no longer have any interaction with them.
Oh, no wonder! Everything makes sense then! Add in the fact that they calmed down, it was probably Nahida who calmed them.
If you are able to draw a conclusion from this one story alone, then it appears you possess much more information than I do.
Kinda sad that all of you ignored your Archon for so long, and only now you hear of him acting up again.
So, what do you make of the story?
So Lord Kusanali was actually the one who protected the village.
Really? Lesser Lord Kusanali.
What? You don't believe us? Lesser Lord Kusanali was definitely using the Akasha to give her power to the mad scholars!
No, it's not so much that I don't believe you. I'm just struck by your reasoning. Lesser Lord Kusanali, the current Dendro Archon, is she really active in Sumeru?
I mean, not anymore because now her consciousness is locked up.
The Academia has always placed far greater importance on the late Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. They've more or less ignored Lesser Lord Kusanali, and I've never had any reason to doubt their views. In addition, I've never heard any stories about Lesser Lord Kusanali and her deeds. To me, she might as well have been a god that never existed.
No way! Nahida definitely exists! She's a... how should Paimon put it? She's a good Archon who's kind and wise, even if she says weird stuff sometimes.
We saved Sumeru City together in the not-so-distant past.
I've spent many years interrogating criminals, so I can easily tell when someone is lying.
Good! Then you should know that we're telling the truth!
That look in your eyes. I've never seen that from a liar. You two really must have met Lesser Lord Kusanali. How can this be?
I mean, I guess she likes us more.
To think, our Archon has been amongst us this entire time.
Alright, now it's our turn to put our skills to good use for this investigation.
Yeah, betcha!
But easier said than done, especially since we don't have any leads. Maybe we can start by knocking on some doors.
Excuse me, are you here to help me find my grandpa?
Huh?
Huh? Who are you?
By the sounds of it, a resident of this village.
My name is Isak. You'll help me find my grandpa, right?
Is your grandpa a mad scholar?
Hey, don't say that. Grandpa is just Grandpa. Why do you have to call him that? It's not like he's a bad person or anything.
The person you're referring to is not a local, yet you are. Why do you call him Grandpa?
Grandpa is just Grandpa. He's my family. I heard everything you said to the village chief, Please, you gotta take me with you. I want to find my grandpa. I swear I'll help. I won't be a nuisance.
You're already a nuisance.
Ah, so you're the one who was eavesdropping on us around the village chief's house. I was planning to go out and take care of whoever it was, but I had a vague feeling that they didn't harbor any ill intent.
Whoa. Ethan wasn't kidding about Matra having sharp senses. Sino, he's just a kid. All he wants is to find his grandpa. Let's find a way to help him.
Sorry, I was only listening in because I wanted to know where Grandpa went. Honest. If you don't believe me, you can ask Miss Candace.
No, I would never say please help him, Sino. I would just turn around and do something important instead.
Alright. But first, let's confirm the facts with Candace.
And now we want all the way back. Isn't that right? Yep.
Sino is super vigilant. Is this what all the Matra are like?
Ah, you're back already.
We just wanted to confirm something with you. Do you know a boy by the name of Isak?
I had a feeling he'd go looking for you.
Huh? You knew this would happen?
Yes. Although he tried his best to stay hidden, I still noticed him eavesdropping outside the window. He really wants to get his grandfather back. Isak's parents were both Aramite mercenaries who rarely returned to the village after finding employment in the city. He was raised by his grandfather. Unfortunately, it was only a few years before his grandpa passed away. Isak was still very young at the time, so various families in the village took turns caring for him so he could survive.
It's kind of a shame that they didn't do anything, it seems, in post to get all the hissing sounds out of this. I mean, they are a multi-billion-dollar company at this point. How can they not afford to actually quality assure the audio?
Later, an elderly mad scholar arrived at the village. Isak thought the scholar bore a striking resemblance to his grandfather, and thus often spied on the man. However, the scholar was unkempt in appearance and incoherent in speech. Although Isak referred to the man as his grandpa, he was afraid and didn't dare to approach him. One summer night, the oft mumbling and bumbling grandpa suddenly calmed down and seemed to become more lucid. He even noticed Isak hiding in the distance. So Grandpa walked up to Isak and patted him on the head. He even took Isak to the entrance of the village, where he patiently taught the boy the names of the stars and accompanied Isak until he fell asleep. The next morning, Isak woke up and wanted to go find his grandpa again, only to realize his grandpa no longer recognized him. However, even so, Grandpa retained his calm expression. It's said that those who saw the scholar claimed he no longer appeared to be crazy, but appeared to be living in his own world, almost as if he were sleepwalking. Isak was thrilled that his grandpa was able to find peace, and would follow him all the time, asking him things like, "Grandpa, want me to take you somewhere fun?" Or, "Grandpa, could you tell me stories about the stars again?"
All this somehow just makes Paimon feel really sad. It seems like they both deserve so much better.
Perhaps. Nearly everyone who lives in the desert has some form of hardship or regret. But even so, we must still continue on with our lives. It's also my reason for fighting. I must continue to protect this land.
So Grandpa was probably Nahida? She must have soothed the other mad scholars as well. Why? I mean, they did inner monologue thing in the Archon quest before in 3.0. Why are they not using it at least here as well? Give the man his money to make the voice lines for the Traveler. Yep, he connected dots alright. I'm connecting dots without any coherence.
Maybe the people have always had a considerate god watching over them.
Huh? What did you say, Sino?
No, nothing. As long as Esau keeps his word and doesn't get in our way, we can take him along.
Why would we take a kid along with us?
Perhaps you are more compassionate than I gave you credit for. Please accept my thanks on Isak's behalf, Sino.
Buh.
Hey, Isak!
Oh, it's you guys!
We've cleared everything up. Let's go find your grandpa.
Really? Wow! Thank you so much!
Grandpa will be found safe and sound. You can't promise this before we even head out.
Yeah!
He could be dead for all we know.
Alright. Let's ask the local residents some questions first.
That's completed. Okay. Okay.
Next on the agenda.
Excuse me, did you happen to see where the missing scholars went?
You mean the village keepers? Oh, let me think. When I was eating dinner the other day, I saw one of them by the side of the road, muttering away and eating mushrooms and tree roots. They shouldn't go around eating that kind of stuff.
Okay. Did you notice anything else?
Anything else? No, I think that's all I have to tell you. Sorry.
Hello.
The scholars that have gone missing. Have you seen them?
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes. You look like a real fighter.
Don't change the subject.
Right. You were asking about the mad scholars. I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so I'm not too familiar with what goes on at night. But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past. If it weren't for them, my house would have collapsed long ago.
Do you also think Grandpa and the others are good people?
Grandpa? Oh, hello there. It's little Isak. You mean that nice man who looks like your grandpa's long-lost twin, right? He was actually the one who protected my house. I saw it with my own eyes. He happened to be staying near my house that day and was doing something with his hands on the ground. It still feels pretty surreal now that I think back on it. Did someone teach them how to do that? Well, whatever the case, I'll always be thankful to him and whoever taught him to look out for others. I'm pretty sure that if I ever went mad, I wouldn't be able to do anything like that.
Same.
Gotcha. Thank you.
And more? Yep. Wait, I just saw... There we go. Money. Thank you. Back in this other cutscene,
We're way
I
behind
saw
schedule.
the fruit thingies I need for Candace. Where did I see them? I will find them again at some point.
have you seen my grandpa recently? You know, the one who likes to sit and space out near the village entrance.
Oh, well, if it isn't Isak. Oh, your grandpa, huh? It's been a while. The last time I saw him, he was spacing out by the road as usual. I went and asked him if he'd like any of the food I had prepared, despite my wife's protests. Like many people, she's really quite terrified of them. And speaking of my wife, she's still always complaining about how I don't make enough mora. That might explain why she's always mad at me.
Just do ley lines. Easy peasy.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for taking care of him.
It was nothing. You're looking for him, right? Did he go for a walk and get lost?
Yeah.
Oh, that's no good. Well, once you found him, come by my place again and I'll cook a little something for the both of you. I've known you since you were very young. So as far as I'm concerned, you're family. Please feel free to come by anytime.
Wow, what a nice guy!
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Huh?
What's wrong? Did you sniff something out, Scooby?
Don't say anything for now. Isak, stay here. Let's head over there. Stay quiet as you move.
Huh? What did it only... Okay.
Join the aeroplanes.
I want to be like this.
Hello. Why did we go quiet?
Listen, see if you can make out what they're saying.
Have you heard? The mighty Scarlet King, the sovereign of our faith, will soon return to this world.
Yes, of course I have. The Scarlet King is the one and only true ruler of this land. I've never believed in any other gods. Still, you say he's coming back, but it sure doesn't feel like life's about to change around here anytime soon. What's your proof?
Haven't you noticed? The village has been getting more deranged scholars than ever. Delavar was saying that many people also went insane just before the fall of the Scarlet King's civilization in ancient times. We don't quite know why, but it seems like there's some sort of connection between insanity and the Scarlet King. Isn't it a sign of the Scarlet King's power that all the mad scholars have disappeared? If you ask me, they must have been chosen as the final sacrifice for the Scarlet King's resurrection.
Oh. Wait, but when did you hear that?
Huh. Now that you say it, that does make some sense. Does this mean our lives are finally going to take a turn for the better?
Exactly. Those city folks will get what's coming to them.
Now, repeat everything you've just said from the very beginning.
Huh?
Who are you? Where did you come from?
My patience is running thin. You heard what I asked.
Oh god.
Yeah, bro, this guy's something else. Just look at his eyes. One wrong move, and he's gonna flay us alive.
Let's not get on his bad side, okay? I am no match for this guy.
Oh, okay, good sir. What is it you would like to know?
Tell me about the Scarlet King's resurrection.
Well, I only know a few things from hearsay. I went for a drink the other day and heard others talking about a rumor that the madmen will disappear, and that the Scarlet King will return to this land. I'm not making this up, I swear!
Hey, go on. Keep talking.
It's true. It's all true, sir. We desert folk have had more than enough of those people at the academia. They keep sending us all their mad scholars and won't let us have a good life. Would you want to live like this if you were in our place? The radicals were even more thrilled than me when they heard the news. We're all praying for the Scarlet King's speedy return. Delavar also said that once the Scarlet King returns to our side, it's only a matter of time before we conquer the land on the other side of the wall. They're all willing to serve under the Scarlet King and fight for a share of the glory.
Is that so?
Seems like he still wants to know more. Keep talking.
Got it. At first, I told myself it was just the drink talking, but then all the mad scholars vanished without a trace, just as the rumors said. Please don't beat me up just for mentioning these rumors. If I'm guilty, then everyone else around here is also guilty. I'm just saying what the others said.
The people here really like the Scarlet King, but dislike the Dendro Archon.
The Academia is the true target of the hatred.
Where is this radical person you talked about?
I haven't run into him over the past few days, so he probably hasn't been around the village. What about you, man? Have you seen him at all?
No, not at all. We wouldn't dare lie to you. He's really not here right now.
Sounds like you're not too close with the radicals.
No, of course not. All we know are their names.
I have many ways to stop you from talking, and many others to stop you from sending warning messages. So you'd best just stay home and hope I don't hear of you trying to contact anybody. Don't do anything until I've gotten to the bottom of this. Try something foolish, and even Candace won't be able to protect you.
Yes, got it. We'll do just as you say.
Oh God.
That scared Paimon half to death. Sino is pretty terrifying.
I mean, good thing I'm not one of your enemies.
He didn't try to reassure us at all. It's like he's used to hearing that. Oh, Paimon bets lots of people have told him that before.
All the more reason for you to not get on his bad side.
I heard that.
Sorry.
I'm not sorry.
It's part of being a Matra. The rumor we heard just now seems like a strong lead, but we need to check a few more places.
Oh, maybe we could check the scholars' homes. Maybe we'll find something there. Connected non-choice thing, as usual.
Very well.
Isak!
I'm here.
Where's your grandpa's house?
Well, I can take you there. Just follow me.
Just follow along, big, small, annoying child. Oh, move.
Grandpa? Oh, he likes to be alone. Sometimes he stares at the sky in a daze, and other times he just pokes at the ground with his fingers. Every now and then, he yells out at the top of his lungs, so a lot of people are really scared of him. But he's a good person, really. I know he is. I swear, he's just like my real grandpa.
Just wanted to make sure, since a lot of times they just interrupt the speech when we reach the destination earlier than expected. Ventriculus? Ugh. Wait, is there a way to get up here faster? Oh yeah, there is. Oh, but wait, no, I might do this later. Oh god, no, please, please, please. Please! No! Ah. Dang it. Why are the spider thingamajigs so convenient and inconvenient at the same time? Ah.
One with nature.
Okay. Make a marker here. How do I get up there now?
Follow the wind.
Okay. How much further is this?
Well, this is where Grandpa usually stays.
Oh,
There sure isn't much here.
what's it smell? Catch a faint whiff of incense? Oh, they're getting high. Alright.
No.
Incense? Please don't say it's the same one as before.
It's definitely that one.
But are you okay? Are you getting dizzy or need to lie down?
There's a scent that you can sense, but I can't.
A certain traveler here once passed out from that smell. Thankfully, Tainari saved the day. And then he gave us a long lecture to explain all about how it worked.
So, you know Tainari.
Yep.
Huh? You know him too? Are you two friends?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Now that I concentrate, I can also make out the scent of incense.
Wait, surely Tainari didn't lecture you too.
No. No need.
Can't handle this scent very well. I thought we have a resistance against it now.
Did you first encounter this scent at Tainari's house?
Was in the forest where a scholar was meditating.
In the forest. From a scholar.
Alright, Scooby Gang, time to split up. Oh, I can't even talk to you? Can I talk to you now? It's been living in here this entire time. Daily necessities.
Oh, where did Grandpa go? Please come home, Grandpa.
Oh!
What are you looking for, Sino?
Here it is.
What? Traces? A trail?
Take a look right here.
Paimon doesn't see anything.
Although the traces have been completely buried in the sand, there are footprints here. From the size and shape, they belong to an adult male. This pattern is a common one from this area. Local shoes. This was probably someone from the village. The scent is quite faint, but still extant. The footprints head in the direction of the door.
Someone else has been here?
But who would come looking for Grandpa? He doesn't have any friends.
God, it's just sad.
We'd have to ask whoever lured him away with the incense.
So that's what happened.
Huh? So you can lure someone away with just a scent?
I mean, yeah, someone could lure you away with the scent of food. Oh god. Yep. You fall for that kind of thing all the time. You get lured away by food all the time.
Hey, what's wrong with liking good food? Everyone's got something they love in life.
Exactly. Most scholars are fond of incense, since the smell supposedly helps them clear their minds and discover new knowledge. Even deep within the clutches of madness, they still yearn for their knowledge-seeking days, and will follow the scent whenever it presents itself.
No, Grandpa.
So someone's taking advantage of their weakness? Huh. Still, why would anyone want to abduct all the scholars?
Is it to resurrect? Why is it not saying the Scarlet King and suddenly it says King Deshret? As if we already know that.
Are the rumors really true?
It's the only lead we have so far.
Could the disappearance of all the mad scholars have something to do with the radicals?
It's highly likely.
Please, you have to save my grandpa. Grandpa's never done anything wrong. Please help him.
Sounds like we'd better help get him back. Don't you worry, Isak. We won't let whoever took him get away with it.
Let's head to Aru Village and inform Candace and the others about what we learned here. After that, we'll set off to find the scholars.
Okay. Oh no, not all the way back. Who's fighting me and why? Oh. Huh? You in? Wait, what? What made me? Huh? Wait, what? Where is it? Oh! I mean, yeah, sure, why not? God, I'm looking at a cat that gets squished. Okay. What was I? Why? No, wait. Don't really need her, so probably go.
Just what will we come across this time?
Switch to him. Oh, what? What does... Oh. I haven't level 20'd any of these yet, have I? Wait a minute, 1, 2, 3, and... okay. So which of these... This is crit rate, this is energy recharge. It's crit rate, death, and death. Mastery, death. Now let's see. Let's just make it... level 16 to have at least a little bit more power on it. Oh wait, oh, it got crit damage on it? Didn't even realize that. That could make it a great artifact if it would increase the good stats. I mean, Elemental Mastery is not the worst, but you know, that would really like the crit stats more. Then again, hard to tell really. I mean, usually I would go for Dendro, but you know. Ooh, crit rate increase. Perfect. I mean, as long as nothing goes into defense, I'm happy. And moment of truth. Wow, why is so much going into elemental mastery? Most of the time you don't even use Dendro. Oh well, whatever. Wow, didn't even expect that I have so many 3 stars left. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, perfect. Ooh, this is actually a nice piece. A lot of elemental mastery, crit rate, and crit damage. Yeah. Oh. Equip it. Oh. There we go. There. That's a great piece. Let's see. Oh god, I have... How? What? Why do I have so much crit rate? Oh well, whatever.
There are leaves around.
Oh wait, can I not just...
Right. The darker fabric definitely looks a lot better. That'd be my choice, too.
We're back, Candace! We've got a lot to tell you.
Ah, welcome back.
Sounds like everyone's friends already.
Oh, Dina's here too!
I mean, yeah, thanks for pointing out the obvious.
You bet. So, everything goes smoothly?
Reasonably.
Alhaitham didn't go with you?
We haven't seen him at all.
Huh. I saw him around the village entrance earlier and figured he was investigating with you. I guess he must have gone off on his own.
Did you find out anything useful? I see. So someone used a kind of incense to lead the exiled scholars away from the village.
The resurrection of the Scarlet King? First I've heard of it. Far as I know, the kind of incense you just mentioned is only popular beyond the wall.
Uh-oh.
Scholars are fond of it, but as you can see, there aren't many scholars still studying around these parts. No seller would be able to make a profit here. Not to mention, making incense is a labor-intensive process. You won't see anybody in the desert with the patience to make or sell something that requires that kind of effort. It seems someone from beyond the wall must have been supporting this.
Makes sense.
So what should we do then? Do we go back to the academia and search for leads there?
If it was any other day, that would be your next logical step. But today, you've got me on your team, so you get an extra tip. Didn't you say that the villager got his news from the tavern? Well, I also like to drink at the tavern, so I know a thing or two about these radicals he mentioned.
If Paimon remembers correctly, the leader of the radicals is some guy called Delavar.
Ah, yeah. Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, Engur, the wide-eyed butcher, and Jabari, the duck-tailed bearded crook. The whole lot of them are known around these parts.
Oh, duck tail bearded crook? Heard these names somewhere before. Did I? Ah, look at him eavesdropping on us. I have the feeling Sino or Sino, however you want to say it, will basically ambush him.
These guys have one thing in common, and that's being broke. The rougher life gets, the more they want to believe in the Scarlet King. Way they see it, the Scarlet King's resurrection is their only chance at overthrowing the Academia. Throwing all of Sumeru into chaos is the only way to change the way of life here in the desert. Anyway, that's my guess why they've chosen to become radicals.
Tia, you're amazing! You really know this place inside and out.
But dear, I have no idea what the traveler wants to say. Oh, Dia's winking at me. Maybe I should stay quiet for now. Yep.
No merc can afford to slack off on gathering intelligence. Every more I've spent in the tavern has been a valuable investment.
Oh, has it now? I don't usually go to taverns since you basically pay like triple for what you would pay if you buy the booze yourself.
Let's head out.
Now hold on, you're staying right here, Sino.
Why?
Aru Village is not a big place. Outsiders stand out here like a sore thumb. I'd bet word about you has already gotten out. The desert is unforgiving, so the way of life here is also a lot tougher than on the outside of the wall. You survive on making connections out here. Compared to you, mercs like me are just third-rate amateurs. I've got no actual fighting skills to speak of, but that also makes it a whole lot easier for me to gain the locals' trust.
Wait, what? But you are... You are a character... Huh? Oh, she's setting up a trap for the dude. She makes herself seem weak, so she gets ambushed.
I need to go around and ask some questions, but it'll be difficult if you're with me.
But at the same time, look at how you look. Nobody without confidence would wear something like this. Well, unless you're kind of goth, I guess.
Fine.
No, even then.
Good, then we've got a plan. The Traveler and Paimon will go to Caravan Rebot with me, and we'll try our best to figure out where the Mad Scholars have been taken. Sino, you'll have to stay in the village and continue investigating on your own.
Alright, sounds like a plan.
Okay. He didn't stay around long enough for anything.
Sino, please don't take offense. I'm sure Dia just wants to help everyone solve their problem as quickly as possible. That's why she can be so straightforward at times.
I don't mind.
Ah, I see. Well, from the way you were staring out into the distance, I thought you might have been mulling over Dia's words.
No, I'm used to being treated that way. It's natural to fear strength. I take no objection to it.
I don't think that was the point of it, but oh well. The?
Well, here we are again.
Sounds like you're starting to get familiar with the area.
What? We just teleported, you know?
Paimon's amazed every time we see the wall of Samiel. How can a wall this tall even exist? It's almost unreal.
I know what you mean. I had the same question every time I walked this way when I was a kid. Also, why is this high wall here? And can a wall really block sandstorms? It was only after I grew up that I realized the wall of Samiel isn't just there to keep out the sandstorms. It serves a more important purpose, keeping out people like us.
Huh? How does that help with that when we can't just go around it?
Sumeru is run by wise and mighty sages. To them, Us desert dwellers are nothing but tools that can be used and discarded at their whim. We're cheap labor, like livestock, but easier to control. Nothing more.
That's grim.
Even if a child from the desert got the chance to obtain an Akasha terminal, almost all their requests for knowledge would be denied. The academia believes we're underserving. Geniuses like Sataria are 1 in a million. The other children never get a single chance to try and rewrite their fate, even though the academia knows very well that we're humans, just as they are.
That's terrible.
I would tear down this wall with my own hands if I could.
Wait, what? Oh, what does this wall even... I mean, you can just go around it, so... Or do you just want to tear it down to destroy the symbol it stands for to begin with? She doesn't do anything drastic here. No, I really want that she does something drastic here. I wanna ensue chaos.
Hey, Dia. You're not thinking about doing anything scary, are you?
No, not at all. This place just gets me thinking, that's all. Besides, we're here to procure information, aren't we?
Yep, we gotta catch those.
Shh. Caravan Rebot is crawling with people, so be careful what you say. We don't want anyone to find out what we're here for. Our mission started the moment we arrived here. Let's go check out the tavern. Maybe we'll find someone I know.
She's a cool... I hope she's a great character, but at the same time, she's a Claymore user. And most of the time, I don't like Claymore users, even though I use Dillo quite a bit. But still, it really has to be a particular playstyle, since I tried Eula and I just don't like playing as her.
Just our luck. None of them are here today.
You mean, you don't see anyone you know?
There's one person.
Dia, is that you? What a coincidence. You here for a drink too?
Your voice is way too deep for how you look.
Zaki. Finally, a friendly face.
He was the only person there!
Oh, and who do you have with you here? Guests from another land?
Hello, nice to meet ya. I'm the Traveler, and this is floating food.
Hello, hello. I'm Zaki. Dia's, how would you put it? Drinking buddy?
Okay.
We've had drinks together a few times. You could say we go back a ways. Anyway, as far as my friends here, they aren't too shabby, are they? You rarely see any Outlanders so friendly and respectful nowadays.
Oh, that's really sad that this is a rarity in the world in general.
Absolutely. Much better than those people on the other side of the wall. So, Dia, are you looking for someone?
Yeah. Have you seen Enger, Delavar, or Jabari recently?
Of course I have. Matter of fact, we were all here drinking together just a few days ago.
And then they suddenly vanished.
I've got a spice trading deal from another nation. I thought maybe Delavar and his friends might be interested. Know where I could find him?
Ah, how thoughtful of you. Then I assume you also know that Delavar's been having a hard time making ends meet these days, so you came here to help him out?
Hey, keep it down. Let's just say I prefer to keep this deal a secret. Y'all at Caravan Rebot are like family. If there's more to be made, why not do it together? Besides, Delavar and his friends have muscle. They'd be a good fit for escorting the goods.
Yes, how considerate of you. Delavar's my friend too, so of course I can take you to him. Come with me.
Okay.
Into the wind.
So, will we get ambushed here or what?
Are we there yet?
Yep, this is the place.
This place is practically deserted. What are they doing in a place like this?
Why don't you take a guess? Go on, a wild stab in the dark. You're like lambs to the slaughter.
Are you sure about that? Oh, I'm shaking in my boots.
What's this all about, Zaki?
Come on, Dia. You really think we didn't hear about what you said back in Aru Village? The boys have kept a close eye on you from the moment you set foot there. Not only do I know that you're looking for Delavar, I also know that you've teamed up with people from the Academia to look for the missing scholars.
So, you've been watching us from the very beginning?
Uh-oh. Paimon knew leaving Sino behind was a mistake!
Hi.
And you left the strongest one in the village, didn't you? Who do you think you are? You really thought we'd fall for your little business deal nonsense?
So you and Delavar have been partners all along.
Dia, I guess it's only natural for a traveling mercenary like you to be out of the loop. Those of us who hang around the tavern have stronger bonds than you think. But you got one thing right. We're all looking forward to an uprising in Sumeru. There's nothing more we'd like to see than the desert folk overthrowing the Academia.
If that's the case, then I'm sure Delavar wouldn't miss a second of it.
I'll be honest with you, if it weren't for what you said in the village, your little monologue about the Wall of Samiel would have convinced me that you're one of us.
Delavar. And Engar, you're here too, huh?
Long time no see, Miss Mercenary. You should have known the traitors are what us followers of the Scarlet King despise the most.
Dia, I thought that you, a fellow desert dweller, would understand that the Scarlet King is greater than the Dendro Archon. Little did I know, you don't deserve to join us.
Yeah, gee, what a missed opportunity. Adopting radical views and kidnapping innocent scholars, all because of some baseless rumors. Anything else I'm missing out on?
I mean, they are not threatening because they all have NPC faces.
See? There you have it. Mercenaries are just a bunch of faithless scum with only one thing on their minds. Mora. Pathetic. You're all like a pack of street rats.
You're not wrong. Mercenaries are driven by Mora, and my faith lies with whoever's paying me. As long as there's a profit to be made, anyone can become my friend.
That sounds wrong on a lot of levels.
Enough talking! Get him!
As if you could do anything.
Just as I expected. Let's teach him a lesson, traveler.
Yeah, on it.
Following orders.
New punching.
Stabilize.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night! Germinate!
Impossible! How could you?
I mean, I just did.
So, what do you think about your meticulous network now, Zaki? How did you say it? It's only natural for a traveling mercenary like me to be out of the loop. I'm guessing your informant told you that I'm just an incompetent merc with no real fighting skills, correct? I mean, that is what I said after all.
Yeah, she totally doesn't look like she knows what she's doing. She looks like an MC and you just look like NPCs.
And of course you would believe everything he reported. The only thing you know about me is that I'm a mercenary, but you've never seen me in action. Even though you heard we went to handle monsters together, you believed that Candace was the only one doing all the real fighting. That so-called Flame Mane is just a fraud. She admitted it herself. She just uses her connections to gain the trust of others. That's what you thought, right?
I mean, you didn't even do anything. I did the fighting. You didn't do shit.
You lied in the village because you figured that we'd have people watching you.
God.
And you were stupid enough to fall for it. I figured as much the first time we drank together. You all thought you were so smart. Pathetic.
Oh, God.
Okay, that should be all of them.
Whoa! So you've been planning this since we were in Aru Village?
God, it's such a... It's... I don't know what to think about this.
No task can be done without preparation. I just happened to notice a couple suspicious-looking people while you were out investigating.
Oh, but instead of catching them right away, you let them report back.
Those two who were snooping around were just a couple small fries. If we want to get the real catch, we have to be patient and give it some time.
Those names you mentioned.
Oh, you mean the funny names she mentioned back in Uncle Ampu's house? The wide-eyed butcher, scar-riddled bandit, Paimon can't remember them all.
Something duck-tail bearded one.
That's just a bunch of drunk talk. Edgar and Delavar like to talk themselves up when they're drinking. Edgar, the wide-eyed butcher, and Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, are the nicknames they came up with for themselves. Alcohol has a way of making people share what they really think. So Edgar and Delavar are always rambling in the tavern about how the Scarlet King is a superior deity.
What about Zaki?
He's just a numbskull who fell right into our trap. Zaki was probably the best hidden of them all. My initial plan was to find Delavar first, and then try to track him down.
Who's the duck-tail bearded crook?
That's what you wanted to ask when we were at Uncle Anpu's house, right? Jabari is one of the villagers you talked to. You know, the one who wanted to treat Isak and his grandpa to some food.
Wait, what?
Wait, so he's a radical too?
Oh!
No, he isn't. I just needed to tack on a random villager name to make the eavesdropper think that I was making some wild guesses based on my impressions.
Oh.
Wow, what a genius idea! Well, that's an expert mercenary for you.
Ah, you're too kind. It was straight from the usual playbook, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I could see that.
So, that thing you were saying before, is it really true?
Hmm? About what?
About how mercenaries only care about Mora, and that anyone's a friend as long as there's a profit.
Oh, why? What about that?
Does that bother you?
Yeah, that bothers me kind of a lot.
What makes you so sure?
Even without an employer, you're still helping us out. Oh, right. Is it? She does. I think she has a self-interest in this somehow.
Dia, do you dislike the Dendro Archon like the other desert folk?
You two are pretty sharp. No, I don't have anything against the Dendro Archon. I've heard a lot of nice things about the Lesser Lord from Dunyarzad. I can understand her devotion and gratitude. Dunyarzad's just an ordinary person. There's no way a god would be so involved in the lives of everyday people, unless they were truly compassionate. I've begun to realize that the sages are behind everything that's happened recently. The radicals' blind belief in the Scarlet King, making the Dendro Archon out to be an enemy. It's all the Academia's trickery. But I see through it all. And unlike them, I can never be hostile towards anyone who's never done anything wrong.
Dia.
Anyway, looks like we're done with business here. Traveler, lend me a hand. Let's tie him up and bring him to the village.
Aye.
This should be all of them. I'll let you take it from here. All right. I'll be in touch. Until then, please stand by.
Candace, do you need any help?
Candace will be okay on her own. I trust her, so you can too. She's been guarding Aru Village for quite some time now. If anyone is qualified to question the offenders, it's her. While I'm questioning them, why don't you pass some time by exploring the area? I'll meet you back here tomorrow morning, Traveler.
Okay, dokie.
As for these idiots, let's just hope they live to see another day.
Wait, I can eavesdrop? Hello.
Candace is an expert at dealing with people like this. All we have to do is wait for her word. You heard the question. Now answer me. Ugh!
Nice. Until when? 6. Okay. So she's torturing them for that long?
Hey, Dia!
Right on time.
Did we learn anything?
We'll know any moment now.
Paimon's been wondering. You seem to know Candace pretty well. Have you been friends for a long time?
We've known each other for some time now. She's a pretty interesting person. Even though she's an extremely strong warrior, she never misuses her powers against others.
Oh, Paimon knows what you mean. Like a lot of martial artists say, never take the fight outside the ring.
Yep, I guess you can put it that way. It takes strong convictions to be as dedicated as she is, and shoulder that kind of responsibility. Us mercs, on the other hand, we pretty much live from one day to the next.
Well, Paimon thinks you're great too.
Really? Thanks for that.
Hello.
Oh, Zino's here, and he's pretty early too.
Yes, I was here yesterday to help out a little.
To help out? By doing what?
Sharing some interrogation techniques.
Oh, you mean you taught Candace some more persuasive methods?
I still want to see the card game. I'm kind of excited for that one, even though I dislike the idea that that is kind of endgame content, but at the same time, I really hope... Wait, maybe the card game isn't even released yet and it's just an upcoming update and not actually in this version, since I haven't seen anything that would point to the actual... Well, you know... But then again, it makes sense that it would come later, since for now everyone wants to explore stuff, and after that there has to be something to fill the gap, and then the card game would be a good thing to fill in between, so you have something to do collecting all the cards.
Right.
Come on in, everyone. Come on, let's go inside.
Then again, it will probably just be a bare bone version of the Witcher card game, I have the feeling. I mean, I know they have an official real, well, quote-unquote real version of the Witcher 3 card game, but it's shit because it's a gacha. And you actually, it's based, I mean, maybe, I mean, it's not terrible, but you know, it's, I mean, it is kind of more balanced and you can't steamroll this easily, and getting the cards is a pain in the ass. Like in Witcher 3 you can get all the cards for all the decks one way or another without doing anything, and in that you have to pay money to get virtual cards, which I don't get the thing behind it. I mean, it's basically a gacha like this, just not as exciting. Way less exciting, because, you know, it's just cards and there's not much animation to it, you know. So while it is a great, absolutely great side game in The Witcher 3, it is kind of terrible game on its own, in my opinion. I don't even know why I talked about this. Oh yeah, because of the card game. Wait. Oh wait, we go in? Okay, then.
Candace, where? Whoa, you look
She looks really pissed off, but furious?
Do I? Huh. What gave it away?
Oh, there's no mask that can hide true bloodlust. Cover up your eyes, and it'll still show itself at the corners of your mouth.
Perhaps I need to work on my composure. Still, it's perfectly understandable why I'm angry. I'm sure everyone present would agree.
Yes, ma'am. Please, don't beat us anymore. We're gonna die.
I really wish they would show some bruises and cuts.
Well, looks like Sino taught her well.
She mastered it really quickly too. No, she's just as terrifying as he is. Nah, he's a cute little doggo, I guess.
You fear death yourselves, yet you do not hesitate to place the lives of others at risk. The absurdity is mind-boggling. The ones you call mad scholars are known to us as the Village Keepers. They are vital members of our community, and some even count them as family. You come here to my village, and you treat my people as nothing more than stepping stones towards your goal. Tell me, what would you do to you in my position?
Mercy! Please have mercy!
Nah, that's probably not what you would do.
You've made your bed.
No, lay in it.
We may both be desert dwellers, but there is one thing that I understand better than you. The resurrection of the Scarlet King will only result in war, and war serves no one.
Yep. Truer words. Very, very true. I mean, I don't want to say truer words were never spoken, but I mean, yes, they are one of the truest of the words that can be spoken. In war, nobody truly wins.
The people of Aru Village care little about which god is in power. Life may be tough and tiring, but we wish to preserve our way of life. A war would only cause us to lose all that we have. And that is not a responsibility that you can afford to shoulder.
We understand. We're sorry. I'll tell you everything I know. Please, just let us go.
I'm listening.
You might not believe this, but it wasn't us who came up with this idea. Someone was spreading rumors in the tavern. That's how we ended up hearing about the Scarlet King's resurrection. Some mystery man told us that mad scholars will make the perfect sacrifice to usher in the Scarlet King's resurrection. They give their lives, and we can get anything we wish for.
They're called Village Keepers. Slip up again, and you'll regret it.
Oh, what?
Yes, sorry. It was all that mystery man's doing. He told us to spread word about the Scarlet King's resurrection and talked us into helping him. In return, he said he'll help facilitate the resurrection process.
Wait, wasn't there one lady that we interrogated with Sino together that called them the Mad Scholars instead of the Village Keepers? Why did Sino not blew up against her then? When she said that. Isn't that a dead giveaway then? Where are they now?
I'm not sure.
That's one.
Huh? One what?
Strike. You get a total of 3. Then, you die by my hand.
Wait, I'm telling the truth. We don't know anything. It was all him.
Ooh.
2.
He got us to lure them out of their houses in the night with some kind of incense. We take them to a junction outside the village. Then the mystery guy takes them from there. You gotta believe me, please. I'm telling the truth, I swear. Just ask them if you don't believe me.
That was indeed the truth. Traveler, go on.
Okay. Do you have any idea who that mysterious person might be? Is he from the Organization 13?
You have to believe me. If I knew that, I would have told you his name right away. I'm not risking another beating to keep his secrets. No way. That guy, he wears a cloak, and he's always careful to cover his face. He calls himself the Scarlet King's envoy.
I believe I may know what's going on.
Uncle Anpu? What do you mean?
What just happened?
Smooth.
Okay, speak.
Oh, why? They are not supposed to hear it.
If my suspicions are correct, this mystery man they speak of could be from the academia. Some time ago, people from the academia attempted to take the village keepers away. I refused, insisting that they are part of our community. It strikes me now that this secretive character shares the same goal they had.
Which means it's highly likely that the academia was purposely spreading a false rumor to trick the radicals into delivering the village keepers right into their hands. They were the ones who brought them here to begin with. Now they're trying to take them back? We aren't gonna let that happen.
Not the academia again.
Sumeru Cities, Satari also mentioned King Deshuet's resurrection is just the Academia's misinformation campaign.
Just as I thought. But what could they want with the village keepers?
Sacrificial lambs.
People are nothing but tools in the eyes of the academia. A change in their plans likely means they found another way to exploit the scholars. Regardless, our top priority now is locating the village keepers.
You're right. Isak is still waiting for news on his grandpa.
Time to go. Let's leave the village and try to track them down.
Yes. Pack up and get ready to leave.
You got it. Candace, I'll let you deal with the radicals. Leave everything outside the village to us.
All right.
Let's meet back here once everyone's ready.
I'm ready. We could go. Ooh, talking.
You look worried. Thinking about the village keepers?
Yes. I'd look for them myself if I could. As members of our village, each one of them is very important to me.
You have a strong sense of belonging here. I guess I'm the opposite. Mercs are stray dogs, wherever they go.
Dia, don't say that. You can be a part of this community too.
Thanks. I'll let you know when I feel like joining.
I just hope everyone's all right.
Talk to them? Nope. Just running over their corpses.
What scheme is the academia brewing now?
Alright then, see you outside. Oh.
Let's get some food in us and then we'll... Whoa!
Why are you so scared?
Where did you come from?
Well, as you can see, I am merely sitting here and reviewing what we have deduced thus far.
Wait, you were spying on us this whole time? Instead of helping?
You were gone for ages, and now you're suddenly sitting here musing to yourself? Where have you been anyway?
Yeah, what Paimon said.
Hey, what's with the silence?
You never think things through before asking questions. I'm giving you some time to make up for that.
What?
Paimon's so mad! Paimon's gonna give you an ugly nickname!
Go ahead, I won't stop you!
Never mind! Paimon's got nothing!
This is so disappointing the one time!
There's just nothing super obvious to pick with this guy! It makes it so hard!
Well, You've heard nothing to suggest I left this whole time, so clearly I stayed in the village to investigate. Anyway, you plan to leave Aru Village and keep searching for the truth of this matter, yes?
I really wanted him as a character, you know. I mean, people say, oh, you have your favorite characters, and then you can just focus on getting more constellations for them, but nope, fuck that. I mean, there's so many cool characters coming out, and one of them is Nahida, and then there's him. I mean, it's probably because they are Dendro, because Dendro is not that widespread yet. And, you know, you want, and he's hot and tall and other things. They're mysterious. Usually not that much into that kind of thing, but he's also a sword user, so he is immediately intriguing because sword characters are my favorite. Not to confuse with claymore users, since claymore users are very, I mean, they are not always very great for me, but I really like sword because it looks all fancy and cool. Even though I'm barely using any sword user right now, but that's just because of convenience and efficiency.
Yep. We're not gonna find out anything more by staying here, so we thought that we might as well take the search elsewhere. Enough with the silent treatment!
Maybe he's giving us time to think.
No. I'm just surprised that you decided to team up with him.
Oh yeah, why didn't we go with you?
Alhaitham, you haven't helped us out at all ever since we arrived at Aru Village. Bold of you to question our choices.
Is that true? I mean, we could have asked to go with him.
Yeah, you're all talk!
While you were investigating, I had my own work to do, which I've now finished.
Really? Paimon doesn't believe you.
Then tell us what your work entailed.
To be honest, we aren't really a team, so I have no obligation to inform you of my whereabouts.
God, you are so...
Not to mention that going separate ways allowed me to find some important information that you all had missed.
Huh? Right here in the village?
Correct.
What did you learn?
I'm going to take you to someone. But before that, you need to understand where she's coming from.
What does that mean?
How do you think the residents of Aru Village feel about what we're doing? In other words, do you truly believe every single word the villagers tell us?
No.
You mean some of them lied to us?
Yeah, that one person.
Hiding the truth does not necessarily equate to lying. Again, these people have their reasons. Remember what Gandis said? Most people in Aru Village don't necessarily care which deity is in charge of Sumeru. That's because whether the Scarlet King or the Dendro Archon has power is of little significance to them. By contrast, the perils of their daily lives are ever-present concerns. They won't simply share everything they know with you without good reason. That's why you believed there was no further information to be found in this village.
So you're saying we can find new info from someone we've already spoken to, which I know exactly who.
Glad you're following along. Among those you have talked to, there's someone who was consciously keeping you out of the loop. In fact, she's been observing your every move since you arrived.
I got her! Ever since Suno blew up, I was suspicious of that she still said the Mad Scholars instead of the Village Keepers.
The reason being, to someone who only wants to live their life in peace, any external factors introduce unpredictability into the equation.
Those eyes, those fierce eyes. You look like a real fighter.
Don't change the subject.
You really don't need to have a flashback of something that happened merely minutes ago.
It's quite obvious that she's intimidated by Sino's authority and strength.
Right. You were asking about the Mad Scholars.
Why did she say Mad Scholars?
She corrected herself mid-sentence because she's aware that there are Scarlet King fanatics in the village. If she sounds too friendly towards the village keepers, she could easily make herself the Radicals' next target.
Oh, that's why Sino didn't blow off. Or blew up.
I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so I'm not too familiar with what goes on at night.
Remember? She made a point of denying her involvement in anything that occurs at night.
But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past. If it weren't for them, my house would have collapsed long ago.
After speaking to the village chief, it became clear that the village keepers had protected Aru village at night. In other words, the young miss was very much awake during that time.
Then why would she lie?
By getting involved with an outsider, she risks drawing unwanted attention to herself. As for why she might be so wary about all this, maybe you should ask her.
I'll pass on this one. You said that she is afraid of me. If so, it's best if I stay out of this.
We're on it!
Alright. Oh. Knock knock.
Miss Shawnee, as we discussed earlier, I've brought someone with me.
Mr. Alhaitham, I'm aware of where you stand, but how can I make sure that your friends think the same as you?
Huh? What do you mean? We need to clarify our stance or something?
Go ahead and talk to her. You'll get the answers you want. Go on. Earn her trust.
Is it really that simple?
May I call you Traveler?
Sure. Hi, Miss Shawnee.
Hi, Traveler. I want to ask you something. Do you think the resurrection of the Scarlet King can truly change Sumeru for the better?
Wow. Such choice. Such voice acting. Such acting in general. No.
Why's that?
Because it'll only result in conflict.
That's very similar to what Miss Candace says. I know you two are friends. That's why I'm willing to talk to you, even though I do have some reservations. Before, I wouldn't even have the courage to ask something like this. Traveler, do you believe our lives will get better?
I don't know. I can't promise anything, but I will do the best I can.
Yeah! We came here from another nation, so it isn't wrong of you to be weary. And we aren't really residents of any one nation. But even so, we've met lots of people from different places, and we've always fought for what we believed in. We have friends in Sumeru, and we want to help them. That's why we decided to stay here for a while.
I want to trust you. My apologies for posing my questions like that. To be honest, I didn't expect you to come back for more information.
Alhaitham told us you have your reasons. It's okay. We understand.
The fact is that only one side of my family is desert folk. I don't really fit in anywhere in Sumeru. Some believe in the Dendro Archon, while others believe in the Scarlet King. I don't belong to either side, and neither side would want me.
Speaking of which, the Radicals mentioned that they despise traitors. Do they just think that anyone who's different from them is a traitor?
Yeah. Some people can be so narrow-minded when it comes to bloodline and beliefs. It makes no difference what I say or how I behave. I'll always be suspected of having ulterior motives. Slowly, I just stopped talking to people. I pretended not to hear or see anything. All I want is to live my life in peace. And then it happened. The village keepers who had helped me disappeared with no explanation, and I didn't dare breathe a word about it to anyone. Until now.
You can tell them. I'm sure he'll keep your secret.
Yeah, I can't talk anyway.
Alright. I'll tell you what I told Alhaitham. I actually have a sharper sense of hearing than most. Sometimes I hear strange crying sounds in the night.
There are ghosts?
Perhaps. I'm not sure. It's faint, but it's definitely the sound of crying. It comes from far away in the distance, and always carries very raw emotion. It used to be louder and more frequent, but ever since you arrived in the village, it doesn't seem to happen as often, and when it does, it's much quieter. I have to focus really hard to make it out.
I confirmed this with the guards on night duty. They also have someone with a good ear, and he's heard similar sounds at night. But, because we're in the middle of a desert, he would rather believe that they are the cries of beasts than ghosts.
Did you make out where the sounds were coming from? Probably this ominous-looking pyramid there.
There's really nothing around these parts, except for an old hospital not far from the village.
I think they used to use it for treating Elazar, but it's been abandoned for years.
Oh, let's check it out then, Scooby Gang.
Yeah, let's go!
How far is it? Oh, quite a way. I don't even know, I just take them so they are not showing up anymore. Are you enemy? Hello. She didn't even realize I was here.
Scatter! Access denied. One with nature.
Wait, where did you come from? Oh, they can even hardly come over. How did they see me from all that far away? Alright, there we go. Dead, Jim.
Monsters! Watch out!
What?
Gather!
Oh, is this the place? It's in terrible shape, and there's sand everywhere.
Empty and forgotten. An ideal place to hide people.
How? Why you stop talking? Frick hell.
No touching.
Oh well, could be worse. Alright, there was a little bit of dialogue I missed in the recording, but that's not too bad, is it now?
This is order.
Wait, what? Oh! Well done.
Spring forth! Propagate!
For Rex Lapis!
Clouds high. The birds call into the wind.
They were easier to deal with than Paimon had expected.
What were you even expecting?
Super strong bandits? Or monsters taller than buildings dropping out of the sky? Or, something like that. He looks super serious. We gotta stay on our A game too.
Yep.
This is the one. Let's go in and take a look.
Hey, we haven't found Squat. Are you sure we aren't wasting our time here?
Patience. Shawnee says she only hears the crying at night. We have time to burn. Until then, I'm taking a break.
And just like that, he sits down. Wait, he even brought a book to read? What are you reading? Let Paimon see!
Okay, sure.
The natural position, which is the positional propensity of an entity in natural motion in contrast with an object in forced motion? Huh? When free from external influences, every entity displays the tendency to follow its natural trajectory?
So, you got that?
Oh, Paimon gives up. You keep reading your book. See ya. How is he so relaxed? Look at him, reading an impossible book in a creepy place like this.
Maybe it's time to spread your wings and become learned. Oh god, it wouldn't kill you to read a book once in a while.
Hey, Paimon's your Tibet travel guide. Paimon knows plenty of useful stuff already.
This is the first time in ages that you brought this up.
And anyway, it's not Paimon's fault that the books people read in Sumeru are so complicated.
Okay, nah, Paimon's not the best. Oh. Well, that was fast. Well, at least I don't need to do it in the menu this time.
Paimon's getting so sleepy.
What did we do in all this time? Exclamation mark.
Huh? What was that sound?
There it is. It's coming from that direction.
Is the sound coming from here? Huh. Paimon's not seeing anything.
It's from below.
Oh, it's one of these areas.
But there's no way we can get down there.
Something is off about the interior here.
It's obviously a trapdoor.
As I thought, there's a hidden structure.
Whoa. It's like they tucked another hospital into this one. Oh, it looks like there are other mechanisms around here. Let's keep exploring.
Oh, what happened? Wait, what? Quite sure what I'm supposed to find here. But what I do want... Nope. Items that were left behind here. Wait, but wasn't there a dendro thing somewhere here? There. Oh! Also there, huh? Okay.
I will have order. Solidify.
Huh?
Access denied.
Time to go.
Gather.
Born of ice and frost. Access denied.
Alright.
Scatter.
Lower level. Ooh, it's tricky. I don't have an ancient key, so I have to find keys here, eh? Emergency notice. Patient. Mole on the left side. While his condition remains very serious. A professional medical care. Once found, immediately inform. All beings are under the watchful eye of the divine, so don't ever give up. Keep a balanced diet. Rest regularly and maintain a good mood. On a minty bean soup. Curry shrimp, pani puri. Little boat. Okay. So those are all hospital notes then. Duty. Oh! Nope.
Look, there's someone over there.
Is it a ghost? Is it a ghost?
Good idea. Let's approach him slowly without alarming him.
Wait.
That's him, isn't it?
You're...
He can't speak, and his eyes are unfocused. But he looks too young to be anyone's grandfather.
Okay.
Also, why is he the only one here?
Didn't expect to see him here.
You know him?
You know him?
He's Razak, a senior of mine at the academia.
Senior?
He's a scholar too? Is he the kind that holes up in a forest and mumbles stuff about training?
No. And that's the problem. Razak was never involved in any of those things. He never trained in the forest, let alone reach Satyavada life.
How did he become like this?
Leaving that question aside for the moment, him being here alone means that we might be too late. Looks like they've already taken everyone away. For whatever reason, they left Razak here. Perhaps they simply didn't have time to come back for him. There are drag marks on the ground. They're clearer by the doorway. Someone was forcefully drawing a cart that was loaded with something heavy.
Loaded with people?
That is one possibility. It looks like they were in a hurry, as if they were afraid of being caught. In their haste, they failed to notice Razak hiding in a corner.
Why did we only hear him at night? What did he do all day?
The symptoms are identical. Looks like we found living proof.
Huh? Why do you say that?
Allow me to jog your memory. Recall your time at Port Ormos.
I wonder what kind of sword fighting style he has. I mean, will it be... It will probably not be anything like Virgil's, like the Inazuman styles.
Don't you think his symptoms look familiar?
Oh! Yeah, my guy who went mad.
Oh, now that you mention it, they're acting the same way.
Correct. The Academia is behind all of this. It isn't difficult to deduce their rationale. First, the Academia spread a false rumor of the Scarlet King's resurrection, emphasizing the role of the Village Keepers, the mad scholars who were exiled to Aru Village. These rumors were all the persuasion that the radicals needed, and those based in Aru Village leapt into action. Unbeknownst to them, of course, through rounding up the scholars, they were actually helping the Academia. As well as being able to exploit the radicals for their own ends, this scheme has one further advantage to the Academia. All the risks and responsibilities are offloaded onto the Scarlet King's followers. Life for the Desert Dwellers has been brutal ever since the Scarlet King's death all those years ago. Beneath the surface, feelings of desperation are widespread. Many would give everything they have for the prospect of something better. Anyone looking to exploit that for their own ends simply needs to make a few empty promises. Even if complications arise, people will see that those involved are all followers of the Scarlet King and look for no further explanation than differences of belief. A deep-seated mistrust of the desert and everyone in it by the rest of Sumeru will make sure of that. The notion of an Academia plot wouldn't even cross their minds. It may seem like a simple strategy, but it is able to work wonders under Sumeru's current circumstances.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. It's in line with the village chief's theory, too. But there's still one very important question. Wasn't it the Academia that brought the scholars to Aru Village in the first place? Why does it want them back now?
Throughout this process, one thing has changed. The scholars' identity. First, they were scholars. Then, they became lunatics. After that, they were exiles. And finally, they become missing persons.
Okay. Wait, so they just do some kind of human experimentation here that everyone else should not be aware about? And they can still say, oh, look at the desert people, they are evil. We haven't had anything to do with it. That kind of thing?
An exile is still patently a living, breathing human being. But when someone becomes a missing person, that is brought into question. If you can't find someone, you have no way of knowing what exactly happened to them. That makes missing people an ideal resource.
Resource? For what exactly?
One possibility is that the information in their brains could be extracted into knowledge capsules.
Oh.
Extracted? You mean canned knowledge comes from people's brains?
With the technology of the Sumeru Academia, it's entirely possible. Perhaps the process caused them great suffering, which is why they cry out in the dead of night when no one is watching them.
So, the human brain... Nope, nah, Paimon doesn't want to think about this.
Oh boy. How did you learn of this?
I'm the Academia scribe, after all. I'm familiar with their projects. Anyway, judging by Razak's state, the contents of a divine knowledge capsule were extracted from his mind. But something went wrong in the process. Or perhaps his curiosity got the better of him, and he used such a capsule for himself.
Paimon's a little confused. Can they just use anyone's brain?
No, that can't be right. Most of the mad scholars have made contact with the divine consciousness in the forest. That's what the Academia's after. It's also safe to assume that this knowledge has something to do with the Fatui, the Doctor, and also the Balladeer. They're using divine knowledge capsules to turn the Balladeer into a god, which I still don't understand how that is supposed to work.
The look on your face tells me you've realized the answer.
It's people who have been exposed to the divine consciousness. Huh?
That's right. To some scholars, gaining knowledge about the gods is their entire life's pursuit. Extracting canned knowledge is just one of the extreme measures they turn to. However, I can't help but wonder, what do they seek to gain from divine knowledge? The Academia is going out of their way to look for forbidden knowledge, but what is their ultimate goal? I've spent quite some time trying to analyze the contents of the divine knowledge capsule, but to no avail. It seems like my way of thinking is too different from theirs.
You mean you're not even slightly interested in getting your hands on this forbidden stuff?
All scholars seek to expand the horizons of knowledge, but I'm not particularly interested in gods, so I don't share their degree of zealotry. Extracting information from people as if they were lifeless objects? If this is the direction of academic progress, then the Academia may as well shut its doors.
Sounds like you're really against all this.
Of course. The Academia's actions run contrary to their rules. Whether it be academics or knowledge, everything has its boundaries. If those lines are crossed, the rules and order that govern everything in the world will be destroyed. This matter needs to be corrected, just like fixing a typo in a book.
Wait, didn't you step in to help because you felt sympathy for those poor people?
Not to be callous, but no. My criteria are a little more restrictive than that. There is no shortage of suffering in Sumeru, and the same can be said for the rest of Teyvat as well. What do you plan to do about that? Save every last person?
Probably not. Paimon's not sure.
Your motives are more specific and personal?
You can say that. Simply put, I don't blindly place my faith into strength or heroism. I do what I want.
You look like a strong hero, though. You even dress like a hero.
The divine knowledge capsule is something I want to investigate in full. That doesn't mean I'm willing to take action for the sake of a few strangers.
Though he rejects the notion of greater moral responsibility, he justifies his actions because they are true to his personal motivation. Someone like him might actually make for a better ally? What? Huh? I'm confused.
Paimon's been wanting to say this for a while. There are a lot of bad guys in the Academia, but you're not one of them. You're their weirdo.
You're probably right. Though I must say, I quite enjoy this feeling of being the odd one out. Uniqueness is also an asset, is it not?
Wow, that's a great way to think about it. Paimon's really impressed. If only Miss Shani had a similar mindset, her life would definitely be a lot easier.
I'm just a more likable person than her in general. There's nothing more to it than that.
A little full of himself? What do we do with him?
He won't last long if we leave him here. Let's take him with us. We'll work out our next step after we return to Aru Village.
Oh, a key. Wait, where did this thing Dang it. Oh, that is quite a ways away. Oh well. This is probably all for the people who are super interested in lore and all that stuff, which I am not really, since it's all so hard for me to do. Other than that, it's kind of nice, I guess, to know a little bit of the lore at least. I never will know all of it, but well, let's see what we have. Huh? Probably nothing much. Aww. Oh god, gender male application farmer. Oh, this is about Elazar. Hmm. Huh? Oh, it's about treating it? Oh, hey, secret. Yeah, I guess could be better, but you know, it can always be a little better. Oh, I'm just not super into a lot of games recently, and I don't know what to play and how to play it, and if I want to play it or stuff like that. So I'm really not sure when or what to do. And I'm basically currently just streaming to get more premium currency from the game. Huh? New skin and new left arm have recovered well. The normal way. Voice guys me. Hmm. Oh god, I can barely read any of this. Vomiting and is normal, must be. Hmm. Hmm. And This is. I don't quite understand what's going on. Oh, okay. Material. What kind of material are they using? Okay, they are finding a cure for Elazar, but of course the most important bits are missing. Elemental content of a person's body without relying on elemental power. Weaponization? How can this be weaponized? Sure. What? Okay, this. Wait, can they actually control the scales forming and then basically they can form something like a blade out of it? Yeah, I didn't. I mean, I think I got a little bit. Okay. Well then.
Where have you been? Been searching all along, confessing while alone and on, without a clue, without a sign, without grasping it. The real question to be asked: where have I been? I'm a sharpshooter. Masquerade, hiding both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a sharpshooter. What else should I be? Please don't take off my mask, revealing dark. Moments of calm, nothing left to be found. A mirror right in front of me, that's where I found an empty glass, reflecting that's a truth. It's telling words not to be told. I need that mask. I'm a sharpshooter. Masquerade, hiding both face and mind, all free for you to draw. How to see me? Just a cage of bones. There's nothing inside. Will it unleash me? Burning down the walls. Is there a way for me to break? I'm a sharpshooter at post masquerade, hiding both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a shapeshifter, have no face to show. Please don't take off my mask, my disguise.
Okay.
We're back!
Oh, he can one of his own.
You must be tired. You should rest and take some water.
What's the situation?
Who's this?
Unfortunately, somebody who's too young to take on the role of Isak's grandfather. Nevertheless, he's one of the people we're trying to find.
So, at one point in time, the abandoned Elazar Hospital served as the Academia's site for extracting divine cant knowledge.
Yep, pretty much.
Their plan must have been implemented at some point before we arrived at Aru Village, since divine cant knowledge has been in circulation for a while now. Yet, they fled once we were headed to the village, almost as if they knew we were on their trail. Why is that?
Yeah, why is that?
We may have a mole in our midst. One of us could be secretly revealing our whereabouts to the Academia.
But who? Wait, why is there this weird glittering on the screen?
Huh? Are our friendships that shallow?
Looks like none of you have realized wherein lies the issue.
Okay.
Sino, you're the reason why they can predict our movements.
Okay. There's a tracking device on him, just like on Sata Titi Tutita.
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
Choose your next words very carefully.
It is simply a logical inference. I have my reasons.
So what you're saying is, Sino's the mole. Interesting. And here I thought you were the most suspicious one, Alhaitham, since you were always acting alone.
I know. You have a point. But I realized something as we were returning from the hospital. Sino isn't like any of us.
What are you trying to say?
Do you still remember who you are, General Mahamatra? As a Matra, you are no doubt privy to certain kinds of information. Before you can take action against someone, you are required to have all the facts available, including the less than savory details.
Huh? I thought he has a tracking device on him, but now I'm not sure anymore.
Simply put, the Academia has traditionally allowed you access to a wealth of sensitive information. Knowing their modus operandi, wouldn't you expect them to take precautions against you? If you want to raise a vicious wolf, you need to make sure that you can avoid its bite.
Oh, wait, why didn't he bring this up before we told them what we found?
The Academia is monitoring me?
It's not that simple. The Academia has eyes all over Sumeru, but they have a special protocol for dealing with you. every so often comes a Nyagarbaha Day. On this day, the Academia enters new information into the Akasha through knowledge capsules. I remember seeing the thick notebook next to the control panel once. Its contents were all about the General Mahamatra, his activities throughout the day, preferred methods of enacting judgment, everything.
You're saying that the Academia entered my information into the Akasha too? But what's the point in doing that? My actions aren't important enough to be added into the Akasha.
The Akasha is capable of computation.
What does that mean? They predict your movements by your past movements?
The Akasha's algorithms are entirely capable of predicting your movements using the data entered. When you would depart, the route you would follow, your destination. It knew all of this.
No. It's really interesting how they go so close to the faces of the characters, but then the textures are not always super high resolution, even though they do those close shots. You can see it clearly here on her neck and on her hairline in the upper left. But the eye isn't super high resolution. But then there are just some textures that just feel low res, even though it's so close and zoomed in. But that has been a problem for a long time with the game, in my opinion. I mean, it's not really a problem, there is just no higher resolution.
It predicted my every move.
The Academia has been watching you longer than you think.
So that's how it is. Sino adheres to his principles so strongly that he's actually a thorn in their side. Tenacity of will and steadfast faith are worthless to the Academia. They need scholars who are easily pliable and mindlessly go after anything they can profit from. Sino, don't take it to heart. This just proves how much of a trustworthy ally you are.
They escaped because of me.
Wait. What?
Don't blame yourself. It's not like any of us would have known.
I mean, wait, you mean the village keepers?
I have an idea. If they predicted my movements, then I might be able to guess where they went.
Whoa, you bounced back fast.
There's always an opportunity for safety after danger passes.
Oh, so that's how it is! Paimon gets it now!
I don't.
If the Academia is trying to avoid Sino, then the safest place would be...
One step behind him? Huh?
Yep, that's right!
They'll want to proceed in the direction opposite of where I'm going.
You're getting smarter, Paimon. So they are back in Sumeru?
I must go.
There's also something I want to investigate.
Where did Dia go to?
Let's go, guys! After him!
Dia just... Well, I'm out of here. Nobody question it.
Please, wait! I want to go too!
No.
You want to go too? If so, you have to promise you'll stay safe.
I want to find Grandpa. I promise I'll be careful and not cause any trouble.
Everyone, I leave him in your hands.
Alright.
Yay! Let's go! Remember to pack some food with you! Paimon feels like we're missing someone, though.
Yeah, Dia just went out of frame. How did you not question it?
I'll be awaiting your good news.
She just went up and left. And where else I'll hide them? I don't know if it immediately goes further. Okay, it's a little bit off.
one with nature.
Hello.
So, where do we go from here?
Do you remember the route?
Yes. After leaving the village, we should head straight toward the desert.
Is that really it?
I know the desert like the back of my hand.
Is that because you play here a lot?
Yep. One time, Grandpa almost got lost in the desert, but I was the one who brought him back.
Aw.
There's something here. What's this?
It's buried in the sand. Looks like we'll need to roll up our sleeves and do some work.
And Paimon thought running around everywhere was already enough work.
Now isn't the time for complaining.
Okay. So, we have to dig it out? Whatever's down there, it looks like it's buried really deep.
These are likely fragments of an academia-developed device, something akin to a headset. Looks like there were more than one village keeper. They must have been escorted this way because there are device fragments scattered around here. Let's split up and search the area. Chances are that we'll find other things nearby.
Okay.
Is this what we're searching for? It looks kind of scary.
A VR device?
This is definitely a device used to extract divine knowledge.
How did it end up buried in the sand? That can't have been part of the plan. They must have been attacked along the way.
Wait, what?
Grandpa, I hope you're okay.
Don't worry, your grandpa's gonna be fine.
Razak didn't display any signs of starvation or dehydration, which means that they left fairly recently.
We should be able to catch up.
One more thing. Given that the device had been entirely covered by sand, I believe the attack must have happened prior to the sandstorm.
Oh, yeah.
Let's keep going. They can't have gone far.
Ugh, but running on sand is so tiring.
You're floating.
But you're flying, aren't you, Paimon? Is flying over sand tiring too?
Ugh, of course it is.
How and why would we know how it works? Are we there yet?
Voices, over there. It sounds like an argument.
Whoa, you have really good ears.
Don't get any closer. They'll notice us.
Dia's talking with the Eremites? Very interesting. Let's listen in.
If you had informed me sooner, there'd be plenty of room for us to...
You're one of us. We would never lie.
Scholars. You don't know as much as I do. Need me to...
I knew it. That's our Dia.
Dia? Why would you... Dia!
Oh, you stupid!
Hey, what are you doing?
Huh? Didn't you say you'd help me find Grandpa? Why are you on their side?
Well, look who's here. Ain't that something?
Stupid kid. Why did we take him along? I knew it would cause trouble.
This complicates things.
You've betrayed Aru village?
So, this is the great General Mahamatra. Dear, you'd be better off as my assistant than hanging around with this motley crew. Seen for yourself. I have the means and methods, and my ideals are far more admirable than theirs.
I'm not the type that's easily swayed, Raman. You of all people should know that.
Wait, what's going on, Dia? Whose side are you on here?
Shut it, Paimon.
Yeah, I mean, this little kid ruined the whole plan. I can already feel it.
It doesn't matter. Whichever side you pick, nothing could deter us from the grand mission of resurrecting the Scarlet King. Once our Lord of Old returns to this land, we will have a new beginning.
Face the facts, Raman. It's not gonna happen. You should understand that more than anyone. Have all your years as a merc taught you nothing about placing hopes in a ruler?
I'm a desert dweller and a proud follower of the Scarlet King. Whether I live by the edge of the sword or in peaceful comfort, my soul will always carry this conviction.
It's not too late yet. The village mad scholars aren't gonna bring the Scarlet King back to life.
You don't understand, my dear lady. Pursuing our faith is our purpose in life. Even if the chance of success is 1 in a million, we must be willing to give everything we have.
Even if it'll expose you to the academia? Even if they end up disbanding the Eremites? Your Eremites, which you've worked so hard for all these years?
Yes. We've waited a long time for this day to come. The sun and the moon no longer shine here. All you see now is cracks in this desiccated land. But fate has finally dealt me a hand to play against the academia. With these scholars in our custody, we'll stomp the academia's forces and fight our way beyond the wall of Samiel.
Ridiculous. Think about it. The academia controls the entirety of Sumeru. Your powers are negligible in comparison. If you still don't believe me, then try asking these 2 men. They're also against the academia, but neither of them are as arrogant as you are.
They look more like pawns of the academia to me. Why would I listen to anything the people of Greater Lord Rukkhadevada have to say?
Ah, we're the people of Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Filthy traitors. Your god abandoned all honor and betrayed the Scarlet King. We desert dwellers will never trust the likes of you.
It's impossible to communicate with someone so hostile. Perhaps we should.
Do you really believe that by kidnapping the scholars, you'll be able to negotiate with the academia?
I'll hate them?
These people have no value as bargaining chips, but I could be persuaded to take their place as your next hostage. These scholars were exiled from the academia. I, on the other hand, am their current scribe, and will be a much greater asset to you.
What?
Wait, you can't be serious.
So, you want to trade places with the hostages, do you?
Precisely. Any wise person would gladly accept my offer.
Why would you?
What are you thinking? What if they decide to kill you instead?
Well, that would be bad luck for me. However, I'd get the chance to observe the scholars, perhaps even find out the truth.
Think you can talk me over with that confident look of yours?
I'm not trying to persuade you. I'm using this as a means of joining forces against the academia.
You are the scribe. What do you have against the academia?
Not all desert dwellers believe in the Scarlet King, and the same applies to the academia. Why must all knowledge seekers approve of the academia's way of doing things?
Okay, that was a little bit short-lived.
You academia scum. Every last one of you is nothing but a hypocrite, just like everyone else on the other side of that wall. I've made myself clear enough. I won't listen to another word from the Dendro Archon's people.
Not so fast. I'll hate them. Do you stand by everything you just said?
I never make empty promises.
You know you're making a dangerous decision, right?
I do.
Good. Raman, hear me out. These people are my friends. Maybe you can't take the followers of the Dendro Archon at their word, but what about me? Do you trust me?
We've known each other for years. Of course I do.
In that case, I'm willing to vouch for their honesty with my right arm. Come on, Raman, don't be a coward. If you're serious about taking on the Academia, you need to steel yourself. You can't be afraid.
An arm from the Flame Mane. You've piqued my interest.
Is that really armor, or does she have Alizan we don't know about it yet?
But what if you refuse to oblige? What should I do then? No one's a fool here, Dia. We're mercs. And mercs don't tend to live long unless they have their wits about them.
You're not wrong, but this is different. I promised my friends that we'd bring back the village keepers together.
Let's do it right here then. Give me your right arm as proof of your resolve.
What?
Don't listen to him! He's not even trying to negotiate! He just wants to make things more difficult!
That's fine.
Are you crazy?
We came here to save lives. One arm for that many people is still a pretty good deal, if you ask me. Raman, I'm holding up my end of the deal here. You'd better not let me down.
Sure. Go ahead and cut off her right arm.
What?
No! Dia! What are you gonna do? Think of something!
I mean, we can beat the living out of them.
You don't have to go this far.
That's not for you to decide.
Do it!
Dia! Okay, are we really gonna witness some dismemberment?
Stop!
This was...
Wrong. Can't do it?
This was so awkward! There was no music to... This is where music would be so important to convey the seriousness of the situation. You know, in stuff like My Hero Academia and Demon Slayer, there would be such weirdly epic music playing, and then the sudden cutoff when he decides to not cut her.
Flame Mane, you and I are both desert folk. Cutting off your arm is no different than cutting off my own fingers. Where's the sense in cutting my own kin to pieces? You've shown me that you're serious. Go on now, take your friends and leave. Meet me in the desert at noon tomorrow.
Phew. I was really counting on him not going through with it.
Oh, wow.
Dia! That was crazy! Have you all lost your minds? What if he'd actually cut your arm off?
Then I just have to hold my claymore with my left arm.
Please don't do that ever again.
Okay, I'm sorry. But sometimes when you're out on a limb, you gotta double down to seal the deal, you know?
Don't ever make a promise like that again. I can deal with the likes of them. If it came down to it, you would not lose to them either.
I don't doubt it, Sino. But this is about more than me and them. There's a lot more where they came from.
So, we could just take them all on.
Even if we got rid of one bunch of radicals, there are others out there. Wiping them out would do more harm than good.
Would it, though?
As you wish.
I'm sorry, Dia. I should have stayed put and listened. I should have trusted you.
It's okay. I promised you I'd help find your grandpa, so I'll do whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes? You just might be scholar material.
Huh? Are you serious?
The Eremites once said that I was a lunatic. Perhaps a little madness is essential to be successful in research.
Why does it feel like he's using his praise for me as an excuse to brag about himself?
That's just how he is.
Okay, let's get moving. We should head back to the village and rest up. Today was just a trial run. Noon tomorrow is gonna be the hard part.
Oh, how nice of them to teleport me. Rid of the scorching desert. What am I supposed to do tomorrow? I mean, what am I supposed to do with my Wezen today? I still haven't managed to get to the new boss to get Candace's stuff. I guess I just go for more artifacts. It's weirdly close by. Okay. I have 115 Wezen. Wait. He's not even unlocked yet, is he? Oh, wait. Wait, I can't. Where is he? The target position has not been unlocked on your map. Of course he hasn't. I know where he is. Wait, isn't that the one I need for Candace? I'm not sure. Nope. Oh, yeah, okay, it is this one. No, I've been... I'm getting hungry, even though I shouldn't eat this late anymore, but... I think I continue this another time. I'm just finishing up now and continue this another day. Now I'm just hungry. No. Just using them for friendship XP. There's one specific item I want, and that is energy recharge from here.
Blaze over.
You are not
No
welcome
touching.
here. Solidify.
Hear my prayer. Yield.
Now you're testing my
I'm getting sick of this game. Next access denied.
Gather.
Just die already.
Meet again.
Ooh, that's not a bad piece, I think. Ooh, that's not a bad piece, I think. Not what I'm looking for, but it's not bad. And if I somehow manage to roll a lot into crit damage, then it would be even better.
Order guide you.
All hail! Born of ice and frost. Help!
Do your worst!
What?
Now you're testing my patience. Stabilize.
Don't slip away!
And it will... No, it didn't... There we go. I mean, this takes longer, but I need friendship EXP for all the characters. Then again, I just want to get over with this, so maybe I should use stronger team up. There we go! Yeah, I'm done! Dendro damage? Nice! I haven't had a Dendro cup like that, but finally! This is the last piece I needed! Well, what am I supposed to do now? I can get Candace other materials. Oh. Dang it. Okay, so I can ascend her if I would. The last things. Okay, let's see. Candace, Genshin. Let's see.
Should we?
Oh, there. Okay. No, wait. Where is it? Oh. Oh, okay. Ah, there we go. I need these things of auto munition. I need 21, 41.
Maybe off work.
Oh, let's see. How many do I have? Oh, okay. Quite a bit. Teachings of many. Dang, I was hoping I didn't have all of her stuff yet. Wait, how do I check what I... Oh. Okay, let's go to Leeway for that. So I need 42 for level 6. Even after using all of them, which I won't, I would not have quite enough. I would have 25, so I need a few more. Quite a few more, actually. Okay, where is that domain? Oh, of course it's not there. It's not the domain I need right now. Oh, I really want to get the new boss enemy. Maybe the new boss enemy is after that quest? There's someone else's boss enemy I still need? Damn, I didn't expect to get the artifact that fast. So now I'm kind of in a predicament what to use my weapon on. Who would be the next character to play? I mean, I don't have enough for calling now, don't I? Yeah, I need at least a few more of these.
If you lie,
Ah, that's also not the right thing to do, since I don't even know if I want her at max ascension to begin with. What else can I do? What would benefit me? I mean, just finding for more artifacts is the easiest way. Did I go back to the emblem of Severed Fate domain? I know I get every character to Ascension 5. I think I wanna upgrade my map. Just vanished, okay. Oh no, wait. Oh, it's just me. Thought there might be something interesting here. Are you an aggressive something beast or not? You don't seem to be aggressive.
Gather!
there's one here. I just go directly for the... There's the statue of the 7. Hello. What is this dragon-like creature? Is it aggressive? Doesn't seem like it. Hello. Maybe it just reveals itself easily when I just get the statues. You're just okay.
Stabilize. Try to keep up.
Nope. Huh? Hop. Delete. Navigate. Okay, so those enemies are just there to have a better income of meat? That's odd. Oh, there are a lot of big art structures here. I mean, it looks very Egyptian, but still. This could actually be the place. There... Oh, I couldn't even tell if there was. But this looks like a place where it could be. Can I not?
Do your worst!
Can I not do anything with this? Do I have to swim? Eh? No, it's just gone. What happened? There he is! That looks really cool. Oh, yeah, I mean, why wouldn't it? But still. There are so many reasons to get back here. Wait, what? Interesting. But yeah, put this here. I just put a pin in it. I just want to get to the to the thing to get my weapon, to get off with my weapon. What is that? Don't know what this thing will do, but I think I just use my Gale voice to deal with it. Hello. I have the feeling this is supposed to be some grand reveal, but then again with the Jade Plume Tower Shroom it wasn't the case either. So, how will I deal with you? Are they? There they are.
Solidify!
Let's see what it says. This ancient aggregation of machinery hails from the desert that modern day cannot comprehend. Fire its components out while its core enters an invisible state that hides it and increases. Use. Wait, catalyze reactions? Okay. That seems to be bad.
Rally! Advance! Who wants some of this? Bam!
Let's roll!
Okay. So much for an intricate mechanic. I just curved stomped it. Oh, fair enough. What is that new? Nah, it isn't new, is it? Oh well. Okay, how long do I have to wait now? Oh, we spawning in 2 minutes. Okay. Yeah, I'm just waiting. This is all I'm gonna do now. Waiting for it to respawn and then curve stomp it once more. And again, and again, and another time. This will be what I do for the rest of the evening. Oh, we already played that game. Well, kind of. Not literally a game, but... Huh? Oh, I'm really stupid. Why am I closing the window that I just wanted to open again? What can I do while I wait? Was it still a minute? This is not how minutes work. You can't display minute and then say, yeah, it's still a minute. That means it's still more than 2 minutes. How can I pass the time more exciting? Wait, is that even what I need? Yeah, that is what I need, right? Yeah, this.
Best flavor in the world? The sweet, sweet taste of victory. And that's why I've never spent a single more on any of my snacks. I've won them all fair and square. That's right.
I really like him. Okay, are you done yet? Few more seconds. I have to teleport away and back here anyway. So we teleport here. It will take a few seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we go back. Oh!
Bam!
I just do it so I have the maximum stacks immediately. No waiting, no nothing.
Press the advantage! Pull in! Coming to be! It's showtime! Let's roll!
And you are dead, baby! Ah, I wanted to change to use the companionship XP. Oh, and I forgot to check these. But so far, so good. I really like that we finally have another boss which gives ammo. But what is super annoying is none of the characters that actually use this boss need this. I mean, Candace needs Hydro, and this boss doesn't give Hydro. Why are they designing the bosses this way? The gem material that gets dropped the most are Geo. Why? Why the heck is that a thing? Why is there's one boss that drops...
Numero uno Ito here in the flesh.
I just don't get it. Okay, now I have to wait for 3 minutes. And I have to wait for 6 minutes to get another dose of resin to even do the boss. I'm not feeling like doing anything right now. I'm just exhausted because of what happened in the day. Huh? Oh no, that's not what I want to do. Go. What is this? Huh? Still waiting. Still waiting. Oh, it's 1 minute for the boss, but 5 more minutes for the resin. What fun thing could I do that doesn't involve getting problems with something? I just want to kill some time. But then again, I guess I just end the stream here instead of... But then again, I need every minute of the stream I can get for the sole reason for the event itself. Well, not the event itself, but I just need to get out with time no matter what. And so I can get the extra Primogems. For doing absolutely nothing. But at the same time, I might as well do the one quest that is still here. Yeah, I just do this. Alright, here we go.
You're all here so early.
Looks like we have everyone here. Isak, are you sure you want to come with us?
I'll watch from a safe distance. Dia, I want to be there to bring Grandpa home.
Okay, let's go then.
No, don't bring the kid along!
Dia, wait.
What's the matter?
I heard that you were quite reckless yesterday. No more of that today, understood? Or I'll be very upset with you.
You know what would be a switcheroo if Dia turns out to be a 4-star character?
Fine.
Whoa, this is so far away! Well, never mind. It is so far away. Maybe I should just get one of the teleport points. What kind of stuff will you even give? Wait, what do you mean the invisible hand? Oh! Whatever.
Can't catch me.
This area is weird. There's so much to run around. So I can see why people want mounts. But then again, it would de-emphasize some of the characters that let you go faster. I mean, I would pick up these, but problem with just picking up. Oh yeah, I can actually build up some. Yep.
Let's roll.
Yeah, okay.
Attaboy!
Wait, what? Okay, that was not really my intention. I thought it would one-shot them. Wait, what is this thing? Oh, I know what it is. But I will do that later. There we go. Okay, and now we go back and can finally do the last confrontation.
Let's roll.
Oh wait, it's already... You already did the thing. Okay, just to make sure that it doesn't go down while I'm fighting it.
Stabilize! Everyone on me! Advance! Witness my great undertaking! Only coming through! Bam!
And you're done! Oh yeah, now I should think about doing this. Where are my friendship points? There they are. I need quite a few of them anyway, so that's all fine and dandy. Oh, oh, right. Alright. Yeah, I will use them tomorrow. Bright and early. Okay. This is fine.